CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at your top stories. Police are asking for your help. They want to know if you recognize a couple accused of stealing thousands of dollars in gift cards. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor has the story.
The CVS in South Miami is the last place they targeted. Now, surveillance video caught them in the act. You see them about to make a purchase. Police say they asked to buy two 1,000 gift cards, a Visa and an American Express. You would think there is no problem.
The guy has the cashier count the money out and lay it in front of the counter. Once she counts it, he collects the money, pretends that, I don't know what he's pretending, but he's pretending something, and then when he gives the money back, he gives a slight portion of what the actual amount of the credit card was.
Police are urging anybody who knows this couple or may have seen them to call South Miami Police Department. The number is 305-663-6301. Coming up at 5:30 p.m., why investigators are saying this happened more than once. In South Miami, Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, we have had near record heat today. So is tomorrow going to be just as hot? Next weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler joins us now with that answer.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's all about the heat today. Yes, indeed. 95 degrees for a very short period of time this afternoon when the airport had a westerly wind. Other places had an easterly wind, so that's what helped bring that temperature way up. 1 degree shy of the record, 96 at 1995, but the heat index at that time was at 105 degrees. Current temperature now has dropped down to 90, but look at Homestead, 83 degrees. And if you look at what it feels like out there, 103 in Miami, but 86 degrees at Homestead. What on earth is going on out there? That is not a typo. We have a few showers that have developed this afternoon. Not many. The air is drier over South Florida today. So these little showers and thunderstorms that have popped up this afternoon, few and far between, but we do have some rain falling around Homestead, and that's what brought that temperature down. Look at the outflow. So that's rain-cooled air that is now spreading out. So we could still see some more development along these little boundaries that are moving through the area. We're not going to count that out. Our models do want to put some out here, but this is the problem. This is very dry air. If you take a look at the legend up there, very, very dry air now sitting over the area. So that's what's inhibiting shower and thunderstorm development. Although our modeling does want to put a little bit out here, at least for late afternoon, but really killing them off by about 6, 7 o'clock this evening. And then we go back to partly cloudy skies, warm and humid conditions overnight. Temperatures don't drop a whole lot, and then tomorrow we're going to start this over again with dry air in place. So we'll have a few isolated showers and storms tomorrow. Again, a little bit of this inland area. We've got that southeasterly flow at the surface, but again, not too many. So this dry air, which is kind of a treat at this time of the year, we don't get this very often. So we're going to enjoy that. More sunshine as we get into Thursday. Well, there now the moisture is coming back, so more widespread showers and thunderstorms Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock. You can see where we're expecting to see some rain, and look how it kind of pushes itself toward the east metro areas by the late afternoon into the evening. That's going to be the case on Thursday. High pressure is still sitting over that heat dome in place, but it managed to get over our area today. Tomorrow again, near record heat. We're expecting temperatures in the low to mid 90s out there. It depends on that wind direction, doesn't it? But with that lower moisture content in the atmosphere, that's why we're not seeing as many storms. We're looking for a high of at least 93 degrees and then dropping a little bit by Thursday with more rain Friday, but overall temperatures will remain quite warm with a pretty good chance for showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. More of a normal pattern for us. We'll look at daytime heating and sea breeze showers and storms with temperatures remaining in the 90s.
All right, Cindy, thank you. A City of Miami employee was attacked by 2 dogs. Chopper 4 was over the scene at Southwest 2nd Street and 9th Avenue. Police tell us the woman was serving papers at the location. The county employee was rushed to Jackson Memorial Hospital with bites to her ear and backside. We're told she is stable. We're going to have more on this story tonight at 5. New developments in the case of a Trump aide charged with mishandling classified documents. CBS News Miami's Jacqueline Quinn has more from the courthouse.
Walt Nauta was supposed to be in federal court. He couldn't make it. He wasn't able to get out of Newark Airport, that's in New Jersey, because of some of the storms that have been in that area, causing massive delays. And because of that, he could not be here today for his arraignment. Now, he did have an attorney in court, Stanley Woodward, who is licensed out of D.C. to handle matters, but he still needs a Florida licensed attorney to represent him. So far, Woodward said they are still in the process of retaining one. Now, Walt Nauta, alongside former President Donald Trump, is charged with 37 counts, including unlawful retention of national defense information, conspiracy to obstruct justice, and making false statements. The judge has granted a new arraignment day. It'll be July 6th. But Nauta may not be here for that appearance either. His attorney here said today they would file a motion to waive that appearance. In Miami, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, CBS News, Miami.
Thank you, Jackie. Day 2 of jury deliberations are underway. It's in the case of former Broward School Resource Officer Scot Peterson. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein was at the Broward County Courthouse in Fort Lauderdale with more.
Peterson is on trial for not going inside Marjorie Stoneman Douglas as that gunman roamed the hallways. And today, for the second day, his fate is now in the hands of a jury. Peterson, a BSO deputy and school resource officer at the high school, was first on scene when the massacre began back in 2018. Video captures him standing outside of the building for at least 45 minutes as the gunman roamed the hallways, shooting and killing 17 people and wounding 17 more. He is specifically charged involving the deaths of 6 people and the injuries of 4 others, which happened in the time he was waiting outside. Peterson's lawyers argue he didn't go inside the building because he didn't know where the shooting was coming from. His attorneys argue he wasn't equipped to face a shooter with an AR-15. But the parents and loved ones of the victims want him held accountable for not acting.
Their entire case hinges upon this erroneous belief that he knew that there were kids in that 1200 building being shot by this monster.
His inaction contributed to the death of numerous children.
We need to send a message to that law enforcement can't just stay behind a concrete pillar for 48 minutes while people are getting shot and being murdered.
Peterson is facing nearly a dozen charges, including child neglect, culpable negligence, as well as a charge for perjury. He faces up to nearly a century in prison if he is convicted. He has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. In Fort Lauderdale, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Terry, thank you. A warning from the health department after 4 cases of malaria are confirmed in the state. What an infectious disease expert tells us when we come back. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Governor Ron DeSantis made a stop at the Texas border. He talked about what his immigration policies would be as commander-in-chief.
I look at the issue of the border, and there's some people in the media, some people on certain political persuasions that just dismiss it as kind of a Texas problem or an Arizona problem. But I'm here to tell you, when you don't have control of your own border, that's an American problem.
DeSantis says the federal government isn't doing enough to stop illegal immigration. If elected president, he says he would deputize state and local government officials to enforce immigration laws. DeSantis also vowed to end birthright citizenship, among other things. New developments in the ongoing fight between Governor Ron DeSantis and Disney. A new motion filed by the governor's office is asking a federal court to dismiss the company's lawsuit against him. It claims illegal retaliation over a political dispute. DeSantis's attorneys argue that he is immune from the suit. That's because he doesn't enforce any of the laws at issue. A warning now from the Florida Department of Health about mosquitoes. The health department issued an advisory after 4 malaria cases were confirmed in Sarasota County. CBS News Miami's Lauren Pastrana spoke with an infectious disease expert about how we can protect ourselves.
4 cases is very unusual for local acquisition of malaria in Florida. So there is a suspicion that there are a number of other mosquitoes that are infected and that more people can be infected.
Dr. Eileen Marty says that malaria is a parasite. There are 5 types of this Plasmodium parasite species that can cause malaria. And while she says the type confirmed in Florida, Vivax, could make you miserable and is extremely harmful, it's not the type of malaria most likely to kill you.
On the flip side, one of the bad things about Vivax is that it's one of the 2 types of Plasmodium that can sleep in your liver.
Dr. Marty says you may not experience symptoms while that parasite is sleeping, but if it's not properly treated, the malaria can continue to come back. And when symptoms are active, they may mimic other illnesses.
So the classical symptoms of someone with malaria are that you have this shaking chills and horrific fever and an extreme sense of unwellness.
Dr. Marty says one thing that will stand out if you have a fever with Plasmodium vivax species, it can happen every 3 days. She says in most people, you'll know this isn't a cold or flu and should go see a doctor. Lauren Pastrana, CBS News, Miami.
When it comes to spread, doctors say malaria does not typically spread from person to person. The mosquitoes that give you malaria are most active at dawn and dusk. If you are out at that time, you'll want to wear long pants and long sleeves. You'll also want to use EPA-recommended mosquito repellents for both your clothing and skin. You can see specific types of repellents by going to our website and to cbsmiami.com. The power of CBS News and the CBS News Miami stream are always at your fingertips. We're on Pluto TV and it's all free. Or find us on your favorite streaming device with the CBS News app, then click CBS News Miami. That's your Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Hope you're having a great day. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.